Hello and welcome, listeners. This is your host, Dr. Ashok Mehta, with the latest episode on the intricate connection between the diet and metabolic health. Today, we are delving deep into the world of insulin resistance, a condition which affects millions globally. Understanding the dietary factor that influence insulin resistance is crucial, and that is exactly what we will explore today. So let's begin this enlightening journey together. First off, I will discuss the dangers of the ultra processed food. And as you all are aware that the ultra processed food, which is unfortunately is a staple in many Western diet, is a major contributor to the insulin resistance. So let's break down why that is so. It is not just about the high sugar content, although that is a significant factor. These foods often contain harmful additives and quite often lack essential nutrients, which lead to double-edged sword of metabolic disruption. And constant exposure to high sugar, high fat, nutritionless, ultra processed food is a direct route to the insulin resistance. One thing I want listener to understand that these foods are highly addictive. So basically, it is a dietary trap that is hard to escape, which is why it is extremely hard to change your diet. And it is not about what they contain. It is also about their impact on the overall eating habits, which basically promote overeating and weight gain, particularly the fat around your viscera, which are the internal organ. This type of fat is called as visceral fat, and it is a particularly dangerous type of fat. Um, let's get into the second part of this metabolic disaster, which is basically a nutritional deficiency, which essentially is a silent threat. So let us shift our focus to nutritional deficiencies and their role in insulin resistance. As I mentioned, it is a silent threat, often overlooked, but vitally important. Some of the nutritional supplements are magnesium, vitamin D, chromium, omega 3 fatty acid, zinc, and B vitamin. Each of them plays a unique role in insulin function and glucose metabolism. And it is this delicate balance between these nutrients which work in tandem to regulate insulin sensitivity and blood sugar level. Their deficiency can quietly pave the way for insulin resistance. And this highlight the importance of a nutrient-rich diet, not just what we avoid, but also what we actively include in our meals. So the takeaway message here is lack of nutrient in our food impact the functioning of insulin, thereby causing insulin resistance. The third factor, which is I would say is an unsung hero, is called as adiponectin. So let's talk about adiponectin, a lesser known but crucial hormone in this puzzle. This is made by adipocyte or the fat cells, and basically it's help the fat cell self-regulate their numbers. So if adiponectin levels are low, it will let the fat accumulate. If adiponectin levels are high, the fat will not accumulate. So as you can see, it has an inverse relationship with your weight. Um, and adiponectin deficiency is like removing a critical regulator of glucose and lipid metabolism, setting the stage for insulin resistance. And understanding and potentially harnessing adiponectin's function could open new doors in managing insulin resistance. So far, there is no particular supplement exist, um, prescription wise, which people can take and get enough of adiponectin level. However, there are certain food which contain higher level of adiponectin. The top of the list is pumpkin seed, and the second best is the dark chocolate. Both of them contain very high level of adiponectin, so I would highly recommend listeners to include that in your diet. The fourth factor is the gut microbiome, which we call it as a metabolic powerhouse. And gut microbiome is a complex and powerful player in our metabolic health. This community of microorganisms has far-reaching effects, from influencing inflammation to impacting how we metabolize drugs used in diabetes management. This set of bacteria is a frontier in understanding and treating insulin resistance. Its manipulation through diet, probiotic, and other means holds great promise. In my practice, gut biome test is critical. I use it quite often, and in combination with some of the other lab results as well as the patient's unique feature, I use gut biome testing in creating highly customized diet plan for that particular patient. I use my own version of ChatGPT, which I have created um, based on many years and multiple patient encounters and testing this particular way of creating diet plan in multiple patients. And I must report that I've been very pleased and our patient have been very pleased with the outcome. So the influence of gut microbiome, it extends beyond the simple digestion. It affects almost everything in your body, including your weight, your mood, your level of inflammation, your immune function status, um, whether you're going to develop cancer or not. So there are so many uh, avenue where gut biome affect the body's functioning. Um, that gut biome topic is a topic by itself, and that will require me to at least talk about this in one of my other podcasts. And I sure will come back and talk about different type of gut bacteria and let our listener become familiar with the names, so at least the knowledge can expand. Um, so to conclude today's podcast, um, our journey today reveals the profound impact of diet on insulin resistance, from the pitfalls of ultra processed food to the need for a nutrient rich diet, the importance of adiponectin, and the powerful role of gut microbiome. It is clear that our dietary choices are very important. So, to summarize, I would say that your health is in your hand and start on your plate. So, Until the next episode, I hope listener will start paying attention to their food more and more, and hopefully the benefit will start accruing. Thank you for listening.